Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Don't give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. And you want to give up because you don't understand. That's why. And you feel as though, in some ways, based on your information, based on your experience, your exposure, you feel as though, hear me, you feel as though God has abandoned you. You feel this way. And that rope that you're holding on to, it's starting to, when you hold on to a rope, if you hold on to it long enough, eventually it's going to put callus on your hands. If you hold on to it long enough, especially like you're playing like tug of war, where you're pulling against someone. And so a lot of times it's positioning, and then sometimes if your feet slip, or if your hands get sweaty, the rope could slip out of your hand a little bit more, and you want to wrap around your arm to grab grip. That way you get more leverage, and then you just pull. And so this is kind of where I see many of you at. The tug of war, yes, the tug of war, where you're pulling and something pulling you, and your hand is slipping, the rope is slipping, and you got callus on your hand from holding, and you keep trying to pull, but you're tired, you're sweaty. And because you're sweaty, the resistance is causing the rope to slide, which means it's causing you to move. But you're trying to stand in your position. You're trying faith, believing, trusting, all that. You're pulling, you're holding on to the scripture, fight the good fight of faith. You're fighting it. But there's something else that's a greater pull that's pulling you, and it's trying to pull you down. It's trying to pull you back into bad stuff, trying to pull you back into your past, trying to pull you back into to depression, trying to pull you back into that lifestyle. And see, what you need to understand, that especially when someone has been delivered, the scripture says that when the spirit leaves his house, it will go away for a season. You need to know that there's something that left you. It went away for a season, but it's watching you. And the thing that left your house, the thing that left you alone for a season, it's left you, but it's watching you. It's watching you, and as the scripture said, this spirit will go away for a season, but then it's going to come back and look and see if that house that it left is clean, swept and garnished. Ain't nothing in the house. This spirit is going to come back. This spirit is coming back, but not only this spirit is coming back, bringing his boys, several of his boys, and the last state will be worse than the first. And so many of you, you're in a place where things have left from you, things have removed itself, but things are lurking. Things are lurking, trying to get back at you. You need to understand that the devil, the enemy, he studies your body language. He'll know what you're thinking. But what he'll do, he'll drop a seed in your head and see how you react. That's what he did to the woman in the garden. Man was there. Saw all the stuff that was there. He wanted to drop a seed in the head. So the first thing that he went at her head. And what he was referencing what she was looking at. You need to know that what you're looking at, them's going to talk to you, especially if you're looking at something in the flesh. If you're looking at something, if you're staring, when you're mad, angry. Many of you in a place where you're angry. You're tore up mad. And you're about to do something. About to say something. About to respond, about to react. All that. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing at all. Don't. Stand in your position. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pray right where you at right now. I'm going to pray that God strengthen your hand. That while you're holding on that rope don't slide. That you wrap that cord around your wrist and stand. The scripture says, and having done all to stand. You got to a place you done it all. Tried it all. You done your best, fighting in your own power. And the scripture said that when you got to a place where you done got to a place where you done stood, and you feel like you're gonna fall, and from all of that and haven't done anything to make that last stand, God got one more thing to ask you. He got one more, not to ask you, he got one more thing to tell you. Not to ask you. God got one more thing to tell you. When having done all the stand, that's one thing that God got something to tell you. Got something to tell you after that. Stand therefore. And having done all the stand, when you done stood all day, all month, all year, and your legs are wobbly, see, but there's a reward while you're standing. God says stand therefore. The reason why God says stand therefore, you're not going to fall. You thinking you're going to fall. You think that the thing going to pull you down. You think that this thing going to overcome you. You think this thing going to overtake you. No. See, God take care of his own. Because the scripture said, no weapon. You hear that? No weapon that's formed. Anything that's formed, it ain't going to prosper. Anything that bucks up or tries to rise up against you, the believer, it ain't going to prosper. Because why it's being formed, it ain't going to prosper. See, because God's going to knock it out. Whatever is trying to get at you, whatever is trying to hurt you, whatever is trying to destroy what you believe in, destroy your faith, destroy your hope, God's going to knock it down.